Hi everyone, and welcome to another video today. I've decided to make this video for all the ladies out there who've been suffering with heavy menstrual bleeding or prolonged bleeding and they just really don't know what to do. Well, I'm here to tell you that help is at hand with 3 simple home ingredients that you can be using every day to help you to reduce the blood loss or even stop your period completely for that time. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this today is because I've experienced it. I know what it's like. It's terrible when you've made plans around your period, you know when it's coming, and then it arrives. You don't have a problem with that arriving. I mean, you know it's a little inconvenient, but you deal with it. But it's when it doesn't stop and it keeps going on and getting heavier and heavier, and you're wondering, shit, what do I do now? Especially if you've made all these plans. Maybe you had a holiday booked, maybe you had a dinner date, or you had a night out with the girls planned, something that was really important to you, or even a job interview, and then this period is just taking over your life, and then you have to start making excuses to your boss as to why you can't come in today, things like that. And you know you could be heading for being sacked simply because your period is taking over your life and you're not showing commitment at work. And you don't really want to have those embarrassing conversations with your boss to say, well, oh, my period, it's causing these really traumatic events in my life. They're just going to turn around and say to you, hey, just get on with it, it's life. But really deep down, you know it's not as simple as that, you know. So I'm here today because I've experienced similar circumstances, and I know that those out there who are suffering with it, whether they're now having other symptoms attached to it, such as anemia, foggy brain, weakness, all those type of things, it just feels like your life is really on hold, and you just feel to yourself, well, what's the point? And especially if you're fed up of having to go to the doctors and their medication isn't helping, so what do? Well, I'm here to share with you today, as I said, 3 simple remedies that you can use which have really helped me. This is why I'm choosing to share them with you. Now, the first one that I use is a lot of citrus fruits. So you can see here we've got pink grapefruit, we've got oranges, and we've got lemons. Now, I like these, especially these, the lemons, because what I tend to find is that citrus fruits, they have a very high amount of vitamin C, and vitamin C is really well known for boosting your immune system, and it also helps to build and strengthen your capillaries as well as strengthening your blood vessels. So what actually happens is, because your blood vessels have been strengthened, they also shrink the blood vessels, and it then helps to lessen the bleeding. As the blood's going through, it doesn't push through as much. And because as well, the citrus fruits, they're actually detoxifying in the body because they become alkaline. And what happens is that as you're bleeding, it will just come out in one either heavy mass, and then it will just become lighter and lighter. So I found that by juicing these, or just using a hand juicer, or just squeezing them freshly into a glass with either a tiny bit of water. You don't have to use water, it depends if you can deal with the concentration of it. Just juice a glass full of that and sip that gently throughout the day, and hopefully that will help to start reducing your bleeding. It works for me. This is why I'm sharing it. And if you want to protect your teeth, just drink it through a straw, and that should be fine. Now, the second remedy that I use are these. These are cinnamon sticks. I'll just show you them again. You can see them there. You can either use cinnamon sticks or cinnamon powder to make a tea. Now the reason why I use I prefer to use the cinnamon bark is because I find it gives it a more intense natural flavour. So what I do, in a pan, I put about 2 inches, probably about that much there, into a pan of boiling water from the kettle, and I'll probably use about 2 cups, and I would boil that and let it boil down slightly for maybe about 5 or so minutes. And once I've done that, I will just strain that into a cup and drink it. Now with the cinnamon powder, maybe if you put just half a teaspoon into a cup with your boiling water and drink it as a tea. The reason that cinnamon is really good for helping to reduce menstrual bleeding is because it balances the hormones, and it also, what it does, it also reduces the uterine contractions, so that will in effect lessen the bleeding. So that is excellent for reducing blood loss. And then the third ingredient that I use are the coriander seeds, and I use this also to make a tea. And again, what I do, I use about 6 grams or 2 to 3 tablespoons, and I put this in a pan, and you put some boiling water, maybe about 1 litre, and let that reduce to half. And then once it's reduced to half, just let it simmer, and then you take that off the pan, and again you strain that and just drink that slowly throughout the day. Now with all these 3 different ingredients, what I do, I make probably about 2 to 3 cups a day and drink that. And I really have found that either one that you choose to use have really helped me. And so I tend to mainly drink the lemon juice and the citrus fruits, because it does, I just find it's more astringent, and it helps to alkaline my body as I'm dealing with the period as well. But also, if you're feeling quite cold and like it's winter, you know, drinking the warm tea is really good. And you can add a bit of sweetener, maybe some agave syrup to the coriander tea if you like. I personally don't. I just drink it as it is. And I'm really hoping that you'll give this a go and see how much it will work for you, because as I said, it has done wonders in my life, and it's helped me to get my life back. And so I'm hoping it will help you to get yours back too. Okay, thanks, bye.